Good afternoon everyone, Philip from Blackpool Markets. I hope you guys are all doing well. Just another nice market update for you guys. This is going to be again with our odd ones out. Markets did start off quite quietly the start of this week, and then later on again during the middle of the week it did start kicking off. A lot of big major news events have happened. So again, obviously me from being a technical point of view, I'll show you guys what we're looking at for the technical analysis of the video of the charts, and show you guys what we're looking at. My colleague did just is currently actually working on a more fundamental side of the market, so make sure to check that out. It will be uploaded when this video is uploaded as well, so do give that a look. So we'll dive straight in. So again, we're starting off with our Brent. If you guys do remember, or you have watched our previous videos, you will remember that we're looking at this for quite some time now. We watched all this unfold quite nicely. We did have to adjust our correction over here. We previously thought it was going to be a shorter wave 4, ended up being a more complex double zigzag, forming our W, X, and Y to complete that wave, internal wave 4 of that major wave 5 that we had. You can see now it does look like it has completed that wave 5 of the wave 5, so we can see a very strong correction is now. Looks like it has now started. So the potential areas we are looking at for this to retrace to is this previous major wave 4. So that is a very strong area. You can see it has obviously offered that first resistance area for that beginning of the wave 4, and also the end of that internal wave 5, and again offering our support for that minor wave 1 of this intermediate wave 3, and then obviously pulling back to our wave 4 as well. So you can see it is quite nicely at a very strong area of support, which could potentially offer a support for this pullback as well. If it does break, we will look for further moves down to this major wave 4 over here as well, also following the guidelines of Elliott wave. We could also use our Fibonacci as well to measure this entire wave, then look for a 38.2 or a 61.8 retracement as well. But that is it for the Brent. So we'll move on to our cryptocurrencies now. Obviously, just when it does move, we can look for potential levels higher when it does. Just to do keep your eye on this. This could be a long-term sort of upwards as well. Upwards move as well. So obviously after it finishes this retracement or correction of this 5-wave structure, we could look for potential moves further to the upside, depending on what this was. We can also do a little bit more in-depth research on it later, just depending on what does unfold next. But anyways, moving on to our cryptocurrencies. So the first one we're looking at is our Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin is still following this very nice flat bottom triangle that we're seeing. Obviously we had sort of a bubble, and then it did pop up here back in December 2017, made this major crash all the way down here to this low in February of 2018 this year, and has sort of just started to consolidate inside of this obviously flat bottom triangle formation that we see here. So if you guys did watch our previous videos, a lot of clients have also told us that they did manage to get this, catch this head and shoulders pattern that was unfolding here. So if you guys can't see it, I'll just highlight it right here for you. You can see we've got our move down, coming down to our left shoulder, moving up to a neckline, and a head coming up to the neckline again, and their right shoulder. So that was a very nice entry for a lot of people. They did manage to catch that, and then obviously taking profits around about the area of this trend line over here. Obviously previously when we did look at that, it was connected from these points to that one over there. So around about this area was a very nice take profit for a lot of people, but we obviously had now had to adjust this to fit this pattern a bit better. So it's still consolidating inside of the flat bottom triangle pattern. You can see it did make a false breakout not too long ago. You can see here on the 4-hourly chart. So a lot of people could have taken it there, but in my opinion, if it does form a big wick like this, it is a dangerous place, to put it that way, to enter. So I tend to stay away from the markets if something like this does happen, and I wait to see what the market is doing and let it unfold a bit further and give us a better signal to indicate further move either to the up or to the downside or outside of the pattern. But at the moment, again, still consolidating inside, keeping on further, again strengthening this pattern. And as we do know, if the stronger the pattern, the more violent and volatile the break to the outside of the pattern is. So again, if it does break to the upside, we do have all our resistance areas to look for. This offering a strong resistance, offering that high over there. Also the wick did touch on it as well, and then also this area over here, and again we got just all these stops along the way. So these could be potential take profit areas if you were looking to go long when the pattern breaks, or when it does hit this low again, which is obviously a very strong support. So if you do take away this trend line, you can see we do have quite a strong support here, so you could potentially take a trade based on that area, that level as well. But again, for us, we're looking for a nice break of the pattern, and I believe that is a bit of a safer way to sort of confirm that the market is ready to move. And obviously if it does break down, big downtrend, so just keep an eye on what is unfolding and managing your risk very well. And then moving on to our Dash coin. So Dash coin, again, big downtrend. You can see here that it is also sort of forming in this triangle formation. It is sort of stalled along this previous high that we had, so you can see this has offered a nice retest. So a break of this high, sorry, the low, and then again a retest and another retest for a nice sort of entry to follow along this trend line that we have over there. Again, we're looking for a potential break of this trend line, and also the possible low here breaking, because it is a sort of a slow upwards moving trend over here. If it does break, we can look for a possible retest as well if you did miss that break. So that is it for the Dash coin. Now moving on to our Ethereum. So Ethereum, it is sort of consolidating. We have had this previous break below. We were talking about all these patterns before they actually unfolded in our previous video. So make sure you guys do give us that follow and click that subscribe button to get notified whenever we do release these videos, because they can sort of give you almost a head start to see what could potentially be going on in the market. But yeah, so we did see the break of this high with that strong candle, and again a retest, which was could have been a very nice entry. You can see with those two small body candles, and then a very nice engulfing pattern for a move to the downside. Obviously did give us a bit of sideways movement with that big wick over there, so a lot of people would have run and closed their positions. If you did hold there, you can see it would have taken you back into further down into your, if you were entering a short sell over here. But again, we got these resistance support areas, so looking for potential moves to that side. If it does break, we can look for a further move to this support area over here, and then could look for potential consolidation inside these patterns and all these levels offering support and resistance zones. And until we break out, we can look that is when we can look for more bigger moves and maybe more long-term positions as well. And now moving on to our Dash coin, or Litecoin, sorry. We already looked at Dash coin. So anyway, moving on to Litecoin, you can see again we have this triangle shape similar to our Dash coin. And you can see forming this flat bottom triangle. We did have sort of a breakout there, but again the base of the candle offering a very strong support area, obviously for the previous levels as well, and then again that area over here. So looking for a break of this pattern. If it does break, we do have a very strong resistance area over here on about $67, which that you can see offered a very nice double bottom for a possible short trade up, and then that give us that wedge, and then a break of the multiple bottom for a nice trade or move to the downside. So if it does move up further up, do look for all these potential resistance areas that we could look at putting your potential take profits. If it does go further down, keep an eye on any patterns that could form to manage your risk better. Now moving on to our gold. So gold will be the last one we're looking at for these pairs. Again, in our previous videos we were discussing this channel and this potential area over here where gold could be moving to. You can see it has now sort of gone to that level, giving us a lot of uncertainty in the market. You can see with these wicks and small body candles forming. So potential move, it could hit this channel and then continue to consolidate within this pair. But if it does break, we do have our resistance areas coming. So you can see that was our previous resistance where we had this sort of multiple top we were looking at, and then a move to further to the downside. Again, if it does break to the downside, do keep all these areas in mind. So we have that support area, and again here at that low we have over there on 1,160. And if we look on the weekly, we can see that sort of all-time low, well, not all-time low, but that low we had back in December 2016. So that could be a good move. If you were looking to hold this longer, when it does break this channel, that could be a very good potential area to put your take profits. But also do keeping these in mind. If it does form a pattern that indicates reversal of the trend, make sure to manage your risk and potentially exiting this trade and taking profits there before your before the market retraces back into negative. So manage all those trades well. But guys, that was it for the video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, give us that thumbs up, click that subscribe button, followed by the bell icon, like I said, to get those notifications of whenever we release new videos. Also, if you guys want to get in contact with us, please do so. Details will be provided down below in the description of the video. Or if you want to contact us via live chat, please do so. You can go to blackbullmarkets.com, click on the little green button that says live chat, and we'll be there waiting for you. If you prefer to contact us via email or want to contact us over the weekend due to your busy week, you can do so by emailing us at support@blackbullmarkets.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching, and from everyone here at Black Bull Markets, safe trading.